If you missed Flight of the Conchords and you want to see Rhys Darby get in a fight with Jermaine Clement again, then tune in for What We Do in the Shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows is a horror comedy mockumentary about 5 vampires who live together in a decrepit old house in New Zealand.
What We Do in the Shadows is a proper mockumentary. It's not just an attempt for them to pass off shoddy camera work and quick shooting practices with a bit of comedy thrown in there as well. They toy with the documentary aspect of it. One of the vampire's victims asks the cameraman about the ethics of what they're shooting, and there's some sort of misleading edits towards the end, which is something that of course all documentary crews do as well. Another fun aspect of the film is that the different vampires kind of reflect different parts of the vampire myth. You've got this version of Orlok down in the basement. You've got this kind of over-sexualised character played by Jermaine Clement, who's obviously a parody of Gary Oldman's Dracula in Francis Ford Coppola's film in the 90s. We have an aristocratic dandy who kind of reflects some of the stuff that goes on in Anne Rice's vampire novels. And then last but not least, we have a sort of urban vampire a la Twilight or Being Human. This is one of those things where it's a good idea on paper, but the execution could have been really, really bad and could have kind of destroyed the movie. Luckily, the actors they've cast in it are really funny. Jermaine Clement gets some amazing lines in it, as does Rhys Darby as the head of the kind of werewolf cult. And a fun thing about the movie is that they really think through their concept. Every idea that you could kind of have about vampires living in a flat together, and even some new ones, are played out.
You said he was a virgin.
I think we drink virgin blood because it sounds cool.
I think of it like this. If you were going to eat a sandwich, you would just enjoy it more if you knew no one had it.
One of the reasons why they can do that is because of the variety in the characters and the different kind of takes on vampirism they've done, but also just because it's a cast of really gifted comedians, because you've got, Jermaine Clement and Rhys Darby, some really funny guys who are working through the source material, and they've all known each other forever as well. So that really helps the movie tick along. It also doesn't overstay its welcome, which is something that a lot of comedy films are guilty of now due to just the general increase in runtime. It's about an hour and a half long, and it's not there for a second too long or a second too short, really. You get just about enough to make the whole movie work, and that's it. It's really nice to see something that's as well cut together as this, where they knew what they were going to be able to get away with, and they just went in, got it, and then leave you with a kind of fond memory about the characters who are involved in it. It's done really well for everyone in it as well. Taika Waititi in particular, who directed Eagle vs. Shark and also some of the original episodes of Flight of the Conchords, has now gone on to get the role to do Thor 3 Ragnarok, where we'll finally get to see the ending of the other Avengers movies that we paid for. I don't think I can recommend this movie highly enough. It's something that has a really broad appeal. You can watch it with your family and friends, you could probably watch it with your parents, you could even watch it with a date. So it's on Netflix. Go and see What We Do in the Shadows. Hope you enjoyed my review. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you have any comments, please pop in the box down below. That's physically what it's there for.